Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
Welcome. We're live with Alexander Broadcasting 2.0.
What do you think has changed since last year?
We've lost a few, gained a few.
What do you mean?
Ginny's gone, Hannah's gone. They're all gone, Allie.
It's okay. It's going to be okay. You know why? Because we still have Mr. Booth.
In New England, where all my family still lives, up in New Hampshire and Maine. Athens. We moved here in 1965, 66. Arrived by train. I love sharing artifacts. Jack Nicholson. I've been told I look like him. Dying. Ride my BMW motorcycle many miles to places I've never seen. The West. I love the West. Give 10% of it away to charity. Spend 10% of it on this school. And with what's left, give half of it to my mom and I'll keep the other half. My students.
What a cool cat.
But Joe, Mr. Booth is old news. What's new?
Let's take a look at Carolina.
No, not the state. I mean our foreign exchange student.
We sat down with Carolina, Alexander's newest foreign exchange student, one of her teachers, and her host sister to learn a little more about her and to introduce her to everyone.
How was having Carolina at Alexander?
I like having exchange students at Alexander. It's always fun to learn about different cultures and see how kids are different from different places and how their school is different versus ours. So I enjoy it. It's fun to get to know new people.
I've heard you're into hip-hop dancing. Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
Do you have any major accomplishments in your dance career?
Yeah, last year we went to the German championship.
Do you miss Germany at all?
Not really, because Germany, the people there are not really friendly, and the weather is just rainy, dark, and it makes me sad.
Do you miss your family at all?
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Because I love it here.
If you happen to run into her, make sure to say hello. Hope you have a great year, Carolina.
Now tell me what's going on around the area.
In local news, former President Bill Clinton made a visit to Ohio University Tuesday. The focus of the visit was to create more support for Hillary's presidential campaign. He spoke about a plan for the economy and Ohio's working families. This is just one of the many political visits that will take place throughout the state before the November election. Donald Trump will be in Cincinnati on October 13th, and Hillary Clinton will be in Cleveland on the 10th.
In national news, as Halloween approaches, clowns have been on the minds of many Americans. There have been dozens of reports of clowns threatening and stalking civilians. The police have issued a warning to all of those planning on dressing like a clown this Halloween. Some cities have even considered putting a ban on costumes. Be considerate when choosing them.
In other news, Spirit Week is coming to a close. Though many Alexander students have participated in this week's events, some feel that there has been a lack of school spirit at Alexander.
Here's Katie Harvey with a close-up.
There are several people at Alexander who think our school has lost its spirit due to the lack of people participating in the student section. We have taken the liberty to ask a few students their opinion on Alexander's school spirit. Is Alexander's school spirit dead?
Yes.
No, our student section's still the best one around.
I'm going to say yes.
No, our student section at the football games is really pumped up every night.
A little bit.
No, it's not. We are the Mighty Spartans. We will remain the Mighty Spartans to the day we get shut down.
No, I don't think it's dead.
Is school spirit dead?
Sometimes I think so when I go to some of the sporting events, but sometimes we show good spirit.
How do you feel about not having a student section for soccer?
Sometimes it bothers me, but usually I just try to play my game and keep going.
Is school spirit dead?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel about your volleyball student section?
People are starting to show up more, but they're not really cheering for us. They're just kind of sitting there, and it's a little discouraging.
Yeah, they just, like even in big games, they'll just sit there and like we played Logan. It went to 5 sets. It was a crazy game, and they were just sitting there. Like even when the game was like 15-15, they were just there.
Is Alexander's school spirit dead?
I don't know really because no one goes to the student section of volleyball, so I don't think there's much spirit.
How does the student section help you when you're playing football?
Well, when I'm sitting there, if I don't hear the crowd cheering, I usually hear the student section cheering, which will either amp me up or make me want to put on a show for them.
Make sure to go out and support our athletes with Alexander's school spirit, and make sure to support our football players at the homecoming game tonight.
Thanks, Katie. Remember, Alexander, only you can prevent wildfires from burning up our school spirit.
You know what else is spreading like a wildfire and causing just as much damage? The presidential election, especially Donald Trump.
Here's a look at Alexander's perspective of our presidential candidates.
I have been a long-time Trump supporter, so as the election comes closer, I was curious to see how Alexander students feel about the election, so I interviewed some students.
In the presidential race, who do you support?
Trump.
Why?
Because we should build the wall.
All right, thank you. So, which presidential candidate do you support?
I don't really have a preference. I don't really prefer either of them.
Why?
I just don't feel like they're fit to be president either.
All right, so in the presidential race, who do you support?
I would do Trump because his ideas are great, and I would not trust Hillary for how much he's lied.
In the presidential race, who are you for?
I'm for Mr. Trump, Donald Trump.
Why?
Because he will make America great again. He will do everything we got to do to get successful, build a wall so we don't have any more problems and no stealing of jobs. And Hillary's just not who I vote for because she's just not entitled to be a good president.
All right, thank you. All right. So in the presidential race, who do you support?
Hillary Clinton.
Why?
Because the things that Donald Trump say about women aren't right.
Okay, thanks. So in the presidential race, who are you for?
Trump. Obviously.
Why?
Well, because Hillary is a liar and she's a criminal, and Trump just, I feel like he would change America.
I agree. Thank you.
Thank goodness most of you are too young to vote. Hillary 2K16.
Okay, bye.
Catch you next time.